Good morning, students. Buenos dias. So this is a synchronous session for today, November the 3rd. We're going to talk about the time, how to say the time. Okay, maybe we'll talk later about connectors. For the time being, we're going to learn how to tell the time. So telling the time. So the first word you need is this word, hora, la hora. So that means the hour. And one of the things to notice is this word is feminine. Okay, so the first question will be in English, what time is it, right? That's how you ask the time. In Spanish, we say que hora es. That means what hour is it? What hour is it? Que hora es? So we have here one time here. Let's see how we're gonna say that. So we say es la una. So it's 1 o'clock, right? It's 1 o'clock. We don't know if it's in the morning, like at noon or somewhere in the night. But for the time being, just you will say es la una. So it is 1. Now, this is feminine again because that's feminine, right? And this is the only time you're gonna find it in the singular. Okay, so you will see that this will change if we have another time. So why feminine this? Because it refers to hour. Because it refers to the word la hora, which is feminine. Now, there's another way to ask, but this takes for granted that you probably know that it's not 1 o'clock. And it's que horas son. There is some debate about which one of these two is correct, but don't worry about it. You can also ask this anytime you want, but some people you will hear say que horas son. So this is what time is it, but it actually sounds like what hours are. So this is just possibly linguistically, so just accept that this exists. So we will use the numbers from 1 to 10 to say the time, right? So I'm just reminding you of these numbers. So una, so remember una is feminine. It's the only one that you will see this is feminine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you can ask que horas son, and you see the time here is, I think it's 12 o'clock here. So what are you gonna say? You're gonna say son las 12. Son las 12. So it is 12 o'clock. But again, they are, so the hours are. You don't have the there, you don't need to write it. Nobody will say it anyway. Son las 12. So you can also say, if you have more information, suppose that you cannot see outside, or somebody is somehow locked up in some room, and he has the time, so you can tell the person son las 12 del mediodía. So that means it is 12 o'clock. It doesn't say o'clock here, but just it is 12 of noon, of half noon. Right, so this half noon, mediodía, just noon, right? And then you can also say, if it was in the night, son las 12 de la noche. So need to remember these two here too, del mediodía, de la noche. So again, the most important thing is que hora es, que horas son, and the way you answer. Only if it's 1 o'clock, you will say es la una. Other than that, you will say son las, son las. Let's keep things. There's some mistake here. Let me see if I can fix this mistake so that it's not bugging our minds here, right? So I just gotta put some animation here, animation just here, and then this one here just appear. Oh, we have here this one here. Then it's doing that anyway. That's what. So I know I just need to fix something else. Anyway, so telling the time, la hora. If the time has minutes, just add them to the hour. the word minutes is optional. Okay, so let us see. So we have here, well, we have 10 minutes after 10, right? I will say that. So to begin with, remember, son las 10, right? It is the 10 hours. Son las 10, right? You never say hours, son las 10 horas. You might hear that on the radio, but just the hour is fine, just son las 10. And then it is and 10, so 10 and 10. So 10, I don't know if you have used to this kind of analog clocks. So this is son las 10 y and 10 minutos. If it is, let's say 10:15, so 10 y 15, 10:20, 10 y 20, 10 y 25, right? So after that, after you get to 10 y 30 minutos, if you want to say that, 10 y 30, you can also say something else. So for that, you will need the words media, which means half, feminine again, because it's hour, and quarter. Quarter is masculine. Okay. So we have here this. The easiest way to say this will be 10 y 15 minutos, right? 10 y 15 minutos. So there are two ways to express this time. So son las 10 y 15 minutos. Again, minutos is optional. 10 y 15 minutos, right? That's one way. The other way would be son las 10 y cuarto. So 10 and a quarter. 10 y 15, 10 y cuarto. Now, if you want to ask for an event, remember this is what time is it? You can also ask at what time, right? At what time is something, the class. So for that, you will say a qué hora es, right? So, for example, a qué hora es el concierto de Bon Jovi? ¿A qué hora es el concierto de Bon Jovi? Then this is the time of the concert, you will say, el concierto de Bon Jovi es a las 9:30. So remember, make the difference between qué horas son and a qué horas. Now, this is to know the time of an event, right? Now, if you go to page 131, there is some information that you might like to review. You can practice the time here. So, ¿qué hora es? Son las 5. En punto means o'clock, on the dot. ¿Qué hora es? This one here? Las 5 menos cuarto. Oh, we haven't done that one. Yes, I'll explain this in a minute. This time here is 4:45, so 4:45. Son las 4:45. Now, you see the word cuarto here? In English, you say, for example, you say it's 5 o'clock, you know, it is 4:45. Yes, this is what you say here, right? 4:45. So let me put that here. So this one here, in English, you can say it is, or it's 4:45, right? You agree with me, right? So in Spanish, we can say this same here, but we need menos. The word menos means minus. You've probably seen it before, okay? When you were comparing two things, you will use the word menos, but now here it means minus. So you can say here, just the way it's written here. Son las 5, so it is 4:45, so you go ahead in time. You say, I'm just gonna rewrite it, son las 5. It is 5, menos, minus, un cuarto. You can also say this, it's not here, but you can also say son las 5 menos 15 minutos, menos 15 minutos. So it is 5 o'clock minus 15 minutes. And then here the same thing, right? You can say son las 5:15, so it's 5 1/4, or you can say son las 5:15. Las 5:30, so 5 1/2, 5 1/2, or las 5:30. And this one here, son las 6 menos 10, or las 5:50. Then again, to ask for an event, right? You say a qué hora. So a lot of students, I can see that in my hours of teaching, they confuse. Let me see. It doesn't. Okay. So they confuse this one. ¿Qué hora es with a qué hora? So this is what time is it? This is at what time. So you probably don't say that in English, right? But we say it. So don't confuse that one there with this one here. At, I'm gonna put here an asterisk. Asterisk the asterisk in linguistics means that the sentence is not totally 100%. So I'll say that because in English you don't say at what time. What time is the class? You only say what time is the class, or when is the class, maybe. But we use this at what time. Okay, so this is it. Please watch it, and there's a couple of exercises. Let me see, maybe. Let's see if there's something else in this here. Nope. I'm just gonna do mouse here. There is and on pages 135, there is this exercise here. Oh, I remember now. There is when you have you see this is AM, so that would be in the morning. PM would be the afternoon, and then AM. I think this is wrong here. I mean, this is fine. Por la mañana. This is in the morning. Por la mañana. So sometimes you have to say, for example, this one here. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 9:20 de la mañana o por la mañana. Son las 9:20 por la mañana o de la mañana, of the morning. Let me write that down. Either one is fine here. I would say that probably this is more appropriate. 9. So, okay, son las, ¿qué hora es? Son las 9:20 de la mañana. So you can say either one, right? De la mañana. Okay, so that's of the morning. Then we have in the afternoon, por la tarde or de la tarde. And then we have por la noche. As I said, this doesn't look, this should be a P. So in the night, right? At night. Me levanto temprano, I wake up early. Me acuesto tarde, I go to bed late. So this is a mistake. This should be a P here. Okay. Do you have anything more in this slide here? That's it. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.